alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky.
Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, open man right side, Myers. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing, Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Open man is Myers. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yard, a long one, and he can't connect. From the 31, Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats will take over possession here up at the 44.
Partner, I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Jones throw there complete to Myers. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Back to throw again. Parker's got it. Touchdown, New England. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. Play action. Now Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They go play action now. Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Here's Wilson. He'll dump this off to Carter, complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. The deep to return it is Marcus Jones. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and the Patriots take over. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Jones, off play action, sliding out of the pocket. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Jermaine Johnson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, open man is Uzama. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they in nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Ball again on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Back to throw. Jones. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. Touchdown! Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but and intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Pats continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something thrown across his body and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He'll check this one down to Carter. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On the return is Jones. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. All eyes on Zach Wilson leading his team back out for this next drive. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Jones. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive, Jones. can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Jones. It's complete. James White.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down, and then some.
Jones now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Off-play action. Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's Jones on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Throwing, Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Now Jones. That's caught by Myers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Jones gets in for a Patriots touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it.
Back now in Foxborough. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Now a 1st down carry for Harris to about the 26 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Out to his left. And this one complete to Smith. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation.
Touchdown, Patriots! Devontae Parker, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Now Folk for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Berrios. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball on a comfortable fourth quarter. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
On for the extra point is full. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't it?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, this is Harris. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, here's Harris. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing.